can then misuse words like oppression. There has been no oppression for the white man in this country. You tell me which white men were dragged out of their homes. You tell me which one of them got dragged all the way across an ocean and told that you are going to go at work. We are going to steal your wives. We are going to rape your wives. That didn't happen. That is oppression. We didn't ask to be here. We not the same migrants that y'all constantly come up against. We didn't run away from home. We were stolen. So yeah, we are going to sit here and be offended when you want to sit here and act like, and don't let it escape you that it is white men on this side of the aisle telling us, people of color on this side of the aisle, that y'all are the ones being oppressed, that y'all are the ones that are being harmed. That's not the definition of oppression. You tell me the prolonged, cruel, or unjust treatment that you've had, and we can have a conversation.
You can start with Exodus.
The final thing that I will say, diversity works. And until you can show me data that says otherwise, I think that we need to go back to being a country that listens to experts and gets out of our feelings and recognizes, again, that racism is real in this country. And until we stop pretending that it's not, we will not solve the problems that we are consistently facing. And that will bring real unity that we seek when we're looking for a more perfect union.
Well, good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. Give me a follow on X at @green_Jericho. Like and subscribe to this channel, to this video, and make sure you like and subscribe to my new channel, Green's House. Now, I am sorry. Let me start off by apologizing. I don't do that often, but I'm sorry for hitting you with so much bullshit in one clip. That was a lot of bullshit. That was a lot. And I apologize for jam-packing so much into one clip. But that right there was Representative Jasmine Crockett from, I think, Houston, Texas. She just got reelected. So most of the people in her district are obviously brain dead. But some of the things she said in there, she said that the white men in this country have never experienced oppression, and that diversity works. Yes, diversity of thought. Only a fool would deny that. Diversity of thought is wonderful. It's how we learn. It's how we grow. It's how we find new ideas, and we stay open to those new ideas. Take that new information and apply it to our lives. Diversity of thought is, I dare say, crucial. But diversity of appearance, especially forced diversity. Now, if it's organic, it naturally happens. People naturally come together. That too is a beautiful thing. But when it's forced, when it's legislated, when it's manufactured, it doesn't work because the people aren't ready for it, because if they were, it would have happened naturally. But diversity does not work, especially this new woke, overgrown blob known as diversity, DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion. You have to include everybody because everybody needs to be everywhere all the time. Well, according to these companies, diversity does not work because they've all scrapped their DEI programs, and these are just a few. Maybe you've heard of some of these mom and pop businesses. Molson Coors, the Ford Motor Company, John Deere, Lowe's, Harley, the tractor company, Toyota, Boeing, Jack Daniels. Them and a lot of other companies, and I believe some federal government agencies, have scrapped their DEI programs. And they've only been around for a few years. All this DEI bullshit is very new, especially these departments. What do? I'm the head of diversity, equity, and inclusion. Ugh. This shit is disgusting. How do you sleep at night with such a horse shit job? And these people were paid very well. Why? Because these companies were scared to be called racist or to have a lawsuit leveled against them because they sneezed downwind from a person of color. How dare you? And so inevitably, when you try to avoid this and that, not offend that person and this person, you twist yourself into this pretzel where inevitably you're going to offend one of them. We see it every year. We see some corporation having chicken, watermelon, and grape Kool-Aid in the cafeteria during what month? That's right, Black History Month. But we just wanted to be diverse and include and have some real African American cuisine. But then somebody gets offended. The same people who said we want representation in this company get offended when the representation takes the shape of a chicken wing. So stupid. They can't stay out of their own way. They're going to trip themselves up. Diversity works. Tell those companies because they don't think so. They waited till the smoke cleared and they got rid of all that bullshit because it's dumb. You can't force people to be accepted and force people into places they're not qualified to be. What they don't tell you about students who get college, get college admission via affirmative action, a lot of the times they end up dropping out because they cannot cut it, because they weren't meant to be there, because they were placed, they were forced, they didn't earn it. A lot of these colleges, these HBCUs have terrible graduation rates. You can't put somebody in a place that they don't belong in. They won't make it. They're not ready. That's like sending your 6-year-old to college. They're not ready. They're still trying to tackle staying in the lines when they color. They're not ready for college. And these people aren't ready for these situations. And so white folks don't know oppression. So black folks in America are the only people who have a monopoly on being oppressed. She said, we were stolen. How do you know? How do you know that every dark-skinned American got here via a slave ship? Got here Kunta Kinte style, packed in like sardines in the belly of a ship. How do you know that? There's no proof of that. That's the only way we got here. And I don't think we were stolen. I think we were given. I know your dumbass believes that the white man got off his boat and he was just a stomping and a whomping through the African jungle. Come here, boy. Grab that one. Get that one. You ain't going nowhere, boy. Come here. And they got all these black people and they just shoved them in the boat. See y'all later. They didn't pay anybody. They just showed up in a foreign country and started grabbing the locals. There was no pushback. There was no resistance. There was no consequence. So then they start telling other people, man, you got to get out. I know they didn't have telephones, but it's just funnier this way. Man, you got to get over to a place called Africa, man. Yeah, you just hop off the boat and there's black people there and you just grab them and you put them on your boat, man. You by the thousands, man. And then you just take them and then you go back to your country and you drop them off and then you just go back and get more, man. I don't know how they're doing it, but they're everywhere, man. You just go there, pull up in your ship and you just start grabbing them colored people and you put them in your boat and bring them back to your country, right? That's what happened. Don't worry, there were no Africans already there who probably had dibs on these slaves. Remember the slave trading points? The Africans would conquer other villages, other tribes. To the victor go the what? The spoils. Those spoils include slaves. They've been doing it forever. Africans, Asians, Europeans, you name it. Everybody's been taking slaves. So the Africans get the other Africans and then they sell them. They bring them to the slave ports. They bring them to a certain place because what do you want to do with your product? What's business 101? Make your product easy to obtain. Make your product easy to get to. You're not going to have these white man. Wait, hold on. What's that? 1 second. Damn it, it's my producer in my ear. I'm sorry. You know I hate when this happens. This is very unprofessional. What's up, man? Of course, I'm in the middle of a video. Every time you call me, I'm in the middle of a video. Yes, what's up? Yeah, that's right. The evil white man taking the slaves. That's what I'm talking about. Who? Arab. Arab. There was an Arab slave trade. Santa Barbara, no, Barbary pirates, like the Pirates of the Caribbean, but Barbary. Uh-huh. Jew, Jewish. Oh, I probably can't talk about that. But it wasn't just white people. Okay. Well, that's what I was told. They would just go and grab them. Disease, they weren't inoculated. Okay. All right. Okay. Sorry, man. My producer just dropped a huge bomb on me. So apparently, white people weren't the only ones getting these slaves. Apparently, there was some Arabs involved and some Jewish people involved. And then the the white people, they weren't inoculated to all the different diseases they would encounter because it's a foreign country, so they couldn't go onto land. This is what he told me. He said the white people physically could not go into the interior of Africa without getting sick and dying, so somebody had to bring the slaves to them. Man, this is crazy. Because based on what that woman just said, we were stolen. Like we were sleeping. And the white people in the middle of the night, and then on the boat, and here we are. That's what she said. Now, if you're stupid and you're dumb, you're going to believe that. But if not, you're going to do some homework and realize that she's full of shit. But this woman lives and breathes for the victimhood card. She is nothing without it. She is forever a victim. This is why Black people will always have something to complain about, because people like this keep it alive. People like this will always keep a certain part of the Black population all stirred up and pissed about some mythical white man with his mythical foot on their neck. This is how she survives. This is how she makes her money. People. When are people going to... And like I said, she just got reelected, so there's no hope for her district. But I'm trying to find something right here. I should have gotten it before, but it just popped into my head. But this is what she does. This is how she makes her living. You can't expect her to stop doing this. You can't expect her to tell the truth. You have to expect her to continue this bullshit, to continue espousing lies that we were stolen, and that's the only way Black people got it. We were stolen. We were victims from the beginning. We just can't shake that slavery bug. You know, you got a cold and you're sick, man. You've been sick for weeks. You just can't shake it. It just keeps hanging on. That's how it is. We have a slavery cold, and we just can't shake it. We're forever going to be attached, shackled, if you will, to slavery. That's always going to be our excuse for our failures, is slavery. It's always going to be our excuse, but slavery. I know, but it was hundreds of years ago, but slavery. I just can't get over the hump because of slavery. Meanwhile, everybody's been a slave. Every race of people has been one or took some. But we just can't get over it. Slavery. I got to put that on a shirt. Slavery. How many A's? Like 4? Slavery. But guys, you're in America, the land of opportunity. I know, but slavery. I hope somebody's watching this on a big TV in their living room. I'm going to do it again. Slavery. I just can't get over it. I know everybody else, all these other groups are showing up to this country. They've been here for 20 minutes and they're already more prosperous than we are. And their children are doing well and generational wealth. But slavery. They're coming over here. They're driving the cabs. They're cleaning the hospitals. They're doing what they got to do to get ahead because they appreciate the American dream, because where they come from fucking sucks. And I'm talking about the legal immigrants, not you illegal bastards. I don't give a fuck where you come from. You don't get to be a part of this conversation. This is for legal immigrants to America who they fill out the paperwork, they take the test, they pay the money, they wait, and they come here and they're ready to roll. They're ready to make a better life for themselves and their children. Black folks been here since 16, I don't fucking know what. And what do we got to show for ourselves? Slavery. One more time. Say it with me. I don't care who you're in front of. You say this shit with me. Nice and loud. Slavery. That's right. Thank you for tuning in to the Jericho Green Show. Remember, raw, uncut truth. Like and subscribe. Make sure you give me a follow on X at @green_Jericho. And as I always say, people, I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. I'm out. Slavery.